Welcome everyone to an arena video. This is Andrea Mengucci. This video is sponsored to you by concat-section-protocol and Ultimate Guard. Okay, so what we're trying today is a Bant company deck, and for those of you who don't know, one of my first real achievement is the second place of the PT Shadows of the Orchestra with Bant company. The deck was good though. This one doesn't look too good, but I'm interested. A very good mana base with Bant company and with Scattling Evaporation. So Scattling Evaporation is this very powerful card that I'm expecting to thank you very much, Gnip, for the sub to who's that to? Il Kale. Look at that. Look at that, Il Kale. Rewarding the early birds. Il Kale, for those of you who don't know, is a very, very famous judge from our area, but the main reason I love Kale is because he has a summer edition collection, chat. Not that many. There's not that many summer edition collection. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have all the rares, but he does have all the commons and uncommons, which is pretty insane. Thank you, Gnip. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, I was going to say that this deck plays Bant company and just plays like a million creatures. How many, to be precise? 34. That's like infinite, basically. You have Glasspool Mimic, which is really nice, because off of Collected Company, it's a hit, and it can also be a land. So you play in this deck 22, 25 lands, which is plenty. Archon of Emeria. This card has been nice. Not in Historic, for me. I mean, I haven't really tried in Historic, but in other formats. Like in Vintage Cube, in what have I tried it as well? I've tried it, yeah, Vintage and Vintage Cube. This card really rocks. A Deputy of Detention is a sweet Scattling Evaporation proxy, sort of. Linvala is a new one. Linvala is a new card, and it's a 3-mana 33 flying, which doesn't seem that great, but it has the key of like if you get Food Party. And while it's tough to get Food Party, because you have Wizard, you have Rogue, you have Cleric, where is it? Cleric, and you have, what's the last? Where's Warrior? Wait, you don't have a Warrior? I thought you had a Warrior. You have a Warrior. No Warrior. Actual factual, no Warrior. Hello, Epip KL. Good morning, good morning. I thought for sure there was a Warrior in the deck. No Warrior. Should we really play this card if we can't? We can't lock it up. Like, yeah, Archon of Emir is insane. No, I think Thalia Cathartic Heretic is slightly better. Wait a sec. How come there's no Warriors? Come on, there should be a Warrior in the deck. This is a good one. Don't you guys think there should be a Warrior? Pelty Boy. Nah, let's not play Pelty Boy. Let's try and build like a real deck here. I mean, there's Thalia. It's not very strong, so probably should be like Season Hallowblade over Thalia. I mean, as always, I like to just like submit whatever I got, and this deck chat got the qualification at the PT, huh? Got the qualification at the PT. The person who played this deck went 7 wins day 1, 6 wins day 2. But I'm not really sure why there's a Limbala. It's just a 3/3 flyer, that's it. But we'll see more. Anyway, Meddling Mage and Thalia are cool cards. I love to play with these in modern humans. Deathless Savior to protect your thing. Luminar Aspirant is another nice card. Again, in Cube, we've tried it and it's been nice. In Modern, some people are playing it in humans. Not a big fan of that, but yeah, again. Invala is a Aoe Dogo. Que Aoe? Oh, I see. Thank you, Spaghetti Rhaegar. So, Linvala is another ability, chat. You might be like, Mango, don't you read the cards? Alright, let's just do a rewind. Welcome everybody to a Mango stream where we play Limbala Shield of Seagate. That, in case you didn't know, has a ladder line of text, and that is sacrifice Limbala, choose XP for indestructible. Creatures you control get that ability at the end of turn. So basically, chat, it's a Wrath of God proof. It's, do you remember that card from Alara Reborn? There was a card from Alara Reborn, something like Dauntless something. Dauntless, what was it? Like a thing that costs 1 green and white, and you sacrifice it, you give all your team indestructible. So that is the thing that we use Limbala for. I thought it was just million text of her party thing. We can't get party, unfortunately. Although we can sneak in a warrior over the soldier, and we can get there. Curious to see if Thalia is actually good, and same thing with Meddling Mage. My knowledge in this format is pretty deep, so I'm assuming I'll get the right names with Meddling Mage, but maybe we get got. Alright, the server has another cool card that for some reason I had it in my collection. That's Limbala, Keeper of Silence. So there's 135 of you right now, and 134 people will be like, wait, is this card an historic? Yes, it is. You would never guessed it, but this card is in fact an historic. It's Limbala, Keeper of Silence, a very powerful card from Rise of Eldrazi. Used to be in some cubes. It's activated abilities of your opponent control can't be activated, even mana. So, if for example, they have whatever, it's goblins. It's similar to Yasharn. Players can't pay life for sacrifice on permanents, but this is actually, it's just so many. This card shuts off so many things. It's really annoying. It is a void drop, so with company you can't get it, but you have 34 hit in the main deck. 34 hits are infinite. Like, 34 hits are so many. You can just always bear in mind, whenever you're boarding, like, you can't really sideboard too much with these kind of decks, okay? Because if you sideboard in, like, too much Baffling and Rest in Peace, this Gameful Stroke, Limbala, Shadow Wreckage, and your company gets worse and worse and worse. And that's, you know, what happens every single time you play against company decks, is that they play company and they have in their deck Great Hand, Gember, Cleave, Abrade, tutta la merda, and then they go like, oh, Pepega, I'm so unlucky. No, you're not unlucky, you just build your deck wrong. Yeah, so this person that again did qualify for the PT with is actually has a strong Bant company deck, I think. I mean, maybe the power level of this deck is not very high because, you know, they're quite weak. But altogether, if you draw company and 4 lands, this deck might just hit for a lot. I'm excited to try this deck. Yeah, let's get into the queue. I haven't played Historic, in more than a week. And I'm actually surprised that it changed so much because I thought it was solved at this point. Actually, the reason why I didn't play it, but it doesn't matter. Fix the mana. Again, I want to trust the guy who like did very well in the PTQ with. Like, they won 13 rounds. I played 1 match with this deck, so let's just trust the person who won 13 rounds, right? Oh, I get rid of Panmrabek. I play against this guy a lot. In the morning. They are a morning bird. Or maybe a night bird. Did even night bird exist? I guess they do. Alright, opponent did that thing, which is cool. I'm going to play Melee Mage. I think I'm just gonna name Mayhem Devil. How do you guys like that? Bam, take that Mayhem Devil. Night Owl. Gilded Keys. Do you think Historic is the best arena format? No. I think Draft is always the best format. Gira, already up? Good morning. Night Owl, okay. Night Owl. Oh, bad Medley Mage. What are we gonna name this time? Corvold? I don't name Collected Company because, you know, I also play it. I think Corvold, the Fake Hearst King. Yorgo. Priest? Nah. They would have played a Priest if they had it. I name a good card, not War Strider. You have to name the good cards with Melee Mage. You can't name the bad cards. Unless you'll, like, have informations of their hand. I could have played Scavenging Oozier, but I don't want to because I don't feel the need to stop the Cultural Familiar. My opponent doesn't have a... what's it called? Oban or something like that. Yeah, yesterday, Gira, do you know that? Oh, wow, look at that. I stopped the table passing. Do you know, Gira, that I played this deck only because of you? Because yesterday, chat, our friend Gira went 3-0 in a draft with Luminarch Aspirant and Archon of Emir in their deck. In Cube, huh? And I'm like, wait, this deck just plays both of these cards. And Skyclave Operation too, he had. So I'm like, you know, it must be the best deck ever. It must be. Alright, they could have company. Hey, I mean, if they have it, they have it, right? What cards of cards would you like to have? Every time someone asks me that question, e-coloration, I say Wasteland. I believe Wasteland improves every format. Wasteland, the land of the waste. Every format adding Wasteland to their deck, it would just make the format way better. It's not a popular take, which, you know, it's fine. You don't have to agree with Papangu. I don't really look for people to agree with me. Alright, here I'll play this top land. Oh, remember, you can't play 2 spells per turn now with this card. Alright, I'll pass the turn. Why not attack with Meddling Mage? Because that could have company. Collected Compania. I don't want to risk my Meddling Magus. Because one is named Mayhem Devil, which is, you know, important to keep around. They enter tapped. Why would you even caps lock a thing if you don't even know what how it works? Why would you even caps lock it? Like just at least not caps lock it, right? All right, let's start by exiling cards from the graveyard. All right, I'll click my turn. Ooh, Luminarch Aspirante. Play that. Let's pump my Archon. I love how we're like disrupting your opponent with Meddling Mages and the Archon and like all the ooze. You see this? So previously I played against Soul Touches, you know, clearly a deck, and we lost. But now we are actually disrupting your opponents a lot, and they can't really do their plan. Why would I think Wasteland would be good? Because Wasteland makes the interaction games much better. It lets you play basically decks like this one that I'm playing right now aren't really good in like new formats because the opponent just plays mythic rares and then you lose, right? But if you play Wasteland, the format just goes way down, and you just have to play cheap cards, and every format with cheap cards is very good. I think that whenever you cast Crazies for 10, I believe that isn't great magic. Basically, that's what I believe. Okay, opponent has already played a spell, remember, so they can't play any more spell this turn because of Archon of Emeria. I don't think my graveyard matters much, so I'm just eating it. Sure, they can do this thing and just bring it back with the food, but I don't mind, like, I mean. But that's also fine that they, you know, they don't do it. It's also fine that they like you to cast Crazes for 10. We did it yesterday in Cube with Nisa Crazes. Alright, opponent is doing that. So for example, yesterday night, my friend Zen Takahashi was playing the Legacy Challenge, and I turned in his last match. It was 4-2. He was playing against Elves, and literally every player only cast 1 drop and Wasteland, and I think that's just so fun. Then one player casted Natural Order and won, but that's a different thing. Appreciate you answering. You're welcome. And again, they will never do it. They will never do it because for some reason Magic the Gathering thinks that destroying lands is bad. But you can just play more lands and then you get around the problem of destroying lands. I see a similar argument right now. It's happening in the I mean, I'd say that I just played like few games of old school, alright? That's just a format. Obsolete format, so. And, alright. I'll get after that, but first, thank you, Nikki is Kakov. For your 6 months, you became a Tortellino Veg. Good morning, Nikki. So, yeah, there's like a bunch of people that thinks that, ooh, that's good. A bunch of people that thinks that strip mine would be bad for the format, and it is bad for the format, but I disagree. I think strip mine's fun, and it's cool that you can play a format before strip mine. But people go like, oh no, because you don't have games, but you just play more lands, and then you'll get around the problem. Alright, it just makes tempo games much better. Anyway, I'm eating this Worstrider. Because there's no really point in eating these geese, because my opponent would just sacrifice one and they'll be fizzled. And now it's the time for this barra chat. I'll pump itself. And now my Meddling Mage can safely attack here. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, pitte questi. Welcome to the Tortellini Club. Alright, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so if I had eat my Archon of Emir, I would have won the game. You could write Chell Little if you want, chat. But if you don't, it's also fine. Because Padmravek exploded. So my melee mage named Mayhem Devil and Corvold, I think that was the key. Ghost Quarter is not Wasteland at all. Ghost Quarter is almost unplayable because everybody plays a plains. Even this 3-color deck plays a plains for some reason. Alright, Implacable Earth, you're in. Limvala, Keeper of Silence, you are in. Bafflingen, you also in. Rest in peace, ship it. A Tithe Taker, no, stop bono. Okay, Aborted Collected Company out. Collected Company, you're out. Selfless Savior, you're out. Thalia, you're out. Keep Luminarch Aspirant. Yeah, everything else looks pretty solid. Need to put in a card. Will it be a Settler Wreckage? No, I don't think it matters. Will it be Stroke? Actually, Stroke looks good. I have Corvold and, for sure. Maybe just one Stroke. Do we just do like this? Yeah. Is this a good configuration? Should I have Settler Wreckage on the draw? No, I don't think so. This card is only for Goblins, I think. Yeah, this is a good sideboarding. Let's go. I love Limvala. Tithe Taker can make cost one more. Yeah, but this is a 2-mana 2-1. Not a big fan of Goblin Pikers. But I do play Thalia here. Oh, I understand E-coloration. You wouldn't be surprised if Wasteland... No, that would never do that. Wasteland is not... Like, that would never do that. It's not even modern. It's just a card that Wizards just lives with because it printed it like 20 years ago and now it's like ignores it basically. Because like again, people have in this mind this thought that like Mana Screw games are bad. But it's not true. It's not true. First thing first, you can play more lands in your deck. There's like a million ways where you can like get around Mana Screw these days. Sorry, Mana Flood these days with Scattered Grooves and just a million ways to recoup that. Alright, speaking of which, should I play this one on turn? Nah, I think I'll just play this. They're like stuck to this old mentality that you need to fix the games that are Mana Screw or Mana Flood. Okay, they're left mana up there. I think I'm just launching with the Luminarch Aspirant. Just put a counter on it. Oh, you have a removal spell. What, do you have Stomp? Noxious Grasp. Oh, man. They already chose the next investment to do about cards. Yeah, the Abyss, Publio. The Abyss is my next investment. You should buy as many Abyss as possible. I started with 2. Only because Gira 1 had 2. Otherwise, I would have bought 20. No, that's not true. Alright, I'll play Archon of Vega. I mean, we're talking about Wasteland, but that's just never going to happen. We're just talking about Wasteland because, but it's never going to happen. It's Braska, the one and only. Oh, the pig! Brrr. No, I already drew my planes. That's so unlucky. I mean, still casting it because Brig. Yeah, decline is such a sad thing. Submit 0 is so sad. How's this deck so far? I won a game. It's not bad. No, don't go Corvold. Ah! This card is so good. It even plays around the Ashard. Look at that. That's cheat, chat. That's cheating. Opponent sacrifice the thing with my Ashard in play. Oh, but you can't do that with the Raska, right? Porca merda, porca merda. He can Vraska, you think? No, Aurelius Kane. This is not mind base from the SCG. This is from a player who won the PTQ with. Yeah. I know they can use Vraska. I know. They can use Corvold. Yeah. I know. I've played Magic the Gathering in the last month or so. Am I just going for like this random bird? This is just as random as it gets. I guess. I think I need to play it. Because if I play it, Atami with Limvala, then I can kill Vraska there. I'm also playing the Scavenging Booze. A player who won the PTQ yesterday, the Arena PTQ with. By PTQ chat, for those of you who are new to Magic, I mean Pro Tour Qualifier. The Pro Tour... Oh wow, I can't sacrifice it because of Yashard? No, vabbè! No, non ci voglio credere. I can't sacrifice this thing because of Yashard. Check. Can you believe it? Can you believe what is happening right now? Alright, so there's a thing called deck building, and I just net decked. If you net deck, you might... I should have probably sideboarded this out, and I didn't know. That's not that the deck is bad, it's just that I should have boarded out and I didn't know, alright chat? I am net decking, and if you net deck, you always like get these situations. Unless you net deck a deck from CFB Pro, at that point, some of the pro on Channel Fireball will tell you how to sideboard, and then you'll just be golden, and you can play every deck without practicing it. Because you'll have all the knowledge. Or you can play best of one, and then you just click buttons, and you don't even have to sideboard. That's also better. Alright, let's Limvala, see... Come si chiama? Shield of the Gate. Brannigan. I guess I do like Thalia on the play. I always love Thalia on the play. Even in Modern. How much does it cost? It's $5 a month, or if you get the store credit, it's free, because you pay $10, but you get $10 in store credit. Allora, this handy, what does it do? I guess I'm mulliganing? What's the reason to board out Company? I'm not a big fan of playing Company and then complaining that I don't have enough hits in my deck. Alright, let's keep 5. Bottom these 2 cards, and let's hope the top of the deck is nice to me. I'll always name Mayhem Devil with this card. Free? Yeah, if you pay $10, you get store credit. Free. I mean, I do use the store credit every time, because I buy Magic cards. If you don't buy Magic cards, it's not free for you. Okay, let's play Maddening Major Mayhem Devil. Yesterday, I put up an order of some unlimited cards that I was missing in my collection. A Disenchant Beta, which is like $25. Am I going to play Rest in Peace here? I doubt it. I just play Thalia. I do have the 3rd mana to cast Rest in Peace anyway. Oh, my Madly Mage. No! No, my Thalia will die! To the ping! Is that a human deck? Sort of, yeah. Yes, 2 humans at least. Was Strider. Alright, at least there's not a Mam Devil. Beast. When you buy cards, what language do you prefer? I prefer English, but if my local game store, Gira 1, has them in Italian, I don't mind. I only get Italian or English though. I don't like language that I can't read or that my friends can't read. I usually like borrow cards a lot. Only to my friends. I don't borrow cards. Unknown. Oh, I guess I'll play this Rest in Peace. You'll never know. Thank you, Metallic Kyle, for the 11th month. Next month is the big day, my friend. Next month is the Aperol Spritz badge. Thank you for supporting the stream. Le Master Minge, did you ever watch that Simpson episode? You know the Simpson? Did you ever watch that Simpson episode where Homer finds a nut behind the sofa? And he goes like, oh wow, that's so lucky, I got a nut, and he eats it. And then he finds some money, and he goes like, oh, so unlucky, I just found money and no nuts. But then his brain went, oh wait, money can buy nuts as well. Alright, so basically, we get paid by Town of Fireball and Wizards, and with those money, we can buy anything we want. Even Magic the Gathering cards to use for the tournaments we play in. Okay, drawing the second Rest in Peace is really one of the worst things that can ever happen to, like, any deck that registers Rest in Peace. Like, for real. And that's why I always like to bring in one Rest in Peace against decks that aren't, that Rest in Peace doesn't really shut off, because this thing could happen. This is the actual card at disadvantage. Money can be used in exchange for goods and services. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Lehoy. You made Mythic? Nice. What did you play? I'm a Witch's Vengeance. Oh, your name is Wizard. I just hate to play card disadvantage. I literally wrote a premiere article for Channel Fireball about card disadvantage and why I never register cards like this. Registering cards like this makes me actually uncomfortable. Rule Adventure? Oh, in Standard? Nice. I'm just hitting this one here. Pantagana wants me to play a Shrine deck. One day, Pantagana, if I'll be one of the streamer that does deck donation, you can fulfill your dream. Until then, you'll have to see me playing a deck that at least won a PTQ. Or you can win a PTQ with your Shrine deck, and then I'll play the Shrine deck. But until then, you'll see me playing with good decks. Or not, in this case. Thank you so much for the 8 months. Next month is the Raviolo badge. Va bene, I think I will give up. Good game. Good game, thanks for the games, Panamaravek. I kinda wanted to... I wanna... Let's do another deck. Let's play another deck. Similar to this, but I just don't really... I don't really feel the appeal of playing blue. I think green or white does have potential. And Robert Taylor... come si chiama? Fire Shoes. Fire Shoes does play a green-white company deck. I think could be interesting. I think it'd be interesting. One sec.